Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Yeah, ADA seems to go for that one more high that I highlighted yesterday that would still be likely even in the more bearish interpretation of a C wave of wave 4 here. I think it might have made a new high, just sort of really a really just minor additional high above the previous one. Basically, you can call it a double top how it looks at the moment, but it certainly pushed again against the ceiling. And if you watched the last videos, you know that we talked about one more high is likely here, even in the white wave count, which would be this A, B, C structure. So now we are at the next decision point. I just need to see how does the market react. I'm going to tell you which levels need to be broken in order to make the yellow wave count more likely, which is the, you could say, the bullish breakout count, and what obviously, what are the levels that, if broken to the downside, will make the direct sell-off in the fifth wave much more likely. Yeah, it's interesting now. I think for most altcoins, including ADA, it's all about, okay, can they form a 5-wave pattern to the upside? At the moment here on the ADA chart, we only have 3 waves, with an A wave, a B wave, and 5 waves in C. Can these altcoins, including ADA, form a 5-wave pattern to the upside? So can they get a healthy yellow 4th wave here and a 5th wave before Bitcoin starts to correct down? Because if you know my Bitcoin videos, you'll know that as long as Bitcoin is holding several or certain support levels, it can extend higher in its current impulse, okay? But at some point, a deeper wave 2 pullback is expected. And for many altcoins, that could mean that if they do not form 5 waves up, they may break down and make a new low. So I think it's all about, do they have enough time to form this 4th and the 5th wave? So here for ADA, obviously pushing against the resistance level, you can see how relevant that is, the 30.4 cent level. Talked about it many times. We said this is resistance for a 4th wave. If it breaks down from here in a 5th wave, then it should make a new low. Okay, confirmation to break down. What is the level that we need to see broken in order to have some clarity that it's breaking down? Where very first early indication would be a break below the last swing low at 28.4 cents. But confirmation is a break below the B wave low at 25.2 cents. If we see a break below that level, I think it's heading down in wave 5 of 3. Going to go for a new low around the 17 cent range possibly, okay? However, this is a valid interpretation, and likely as long as price stays below the 50% retracement, okay, and cannot push above it, especially if it cannot push above it in 5 waves. So even if it goes higher now, but cannot form 5 waves, I would still be inclined to say another low is very likely. At least we have to expect it, and downside pressure remains. Ultimately, it depends on the bull's possibility and capabilities to form 5 waves up, right? So this could turn into something that you might want to call an ascending wedge pattern. That's not very well defined, just to give you an idea how they can work out, how they can look like, maybe like that. You know, maybe we get something like that, even though that's not very, it doesn't seem very likely, but maybe like that. But it's just an idea, and it could form another high in wave 3, then a 4 and a 5. You know, this is just an idea, just to show you that typically they occur in wedge patterns or channels. And that is the idea. So this 5th wave here could be finished at any time. So we could then count that as either the C wave, and if the levels that I mentioned are broken to the downside, another sell-off is likely. But it's certainly less bearish than initially expected. So it's, even though it hasn't broken above resistance, but it has, I think I would give it decent odds, a decent chance to form that 5-wave pattern to the upside. And if it has done that, then we have the first possible breakout signal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a signal that the trend is shifting from a downtrend back into an uptrend. We can then count that as a wave 1. Then we're looking for an A, B, C pullback in a wave 2 with the 3rd wave rally to come. Yeah, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.